Hey, Crystalline21 here, and yeah, I shaved. Got a little itchy, so I shaved. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is Infernity General. Now, before a lot of you Infernity players go out and run and get this card, thinking it's going to absolutely boost up Infernities and make them the #1 tier deck. No. No. Infernity General won't do you anything. I've been playing testing with it. There's only one thing that I have found that Infernity General is good for. Infernity General is only good for a big boss monster to get out if you're doing it in a seed version. That's the only reason I would play him. Because I was running him in my seed version, and basically this is what would happen. I would have a Dark Grepher, a Free Necromancer, and Archfiend, and I haven't used Necromancer's effect. I would overlay for Lava Chain, send General, special summon General using Necromancer's effect. That way I have this big ass monster out on the field. Then I would probably find a way to get another Necromancer or Infernity Knight out on the field so I could overlay and make General a 3000 beater. And to get Giga Brilliant out, make him a 3000 beater, for those of you that don't know. But it's not much more useful than that. Honestly, if you think it's gonna be, maybe late game, they go Dark Hole, you don't have a response to it, and you go, okay, I need to stall. You banish General if they didn't DD Crow or didn't play Macrocosma or D-Fissure or Bottomless it or something to get it removed from play, like D-Fissure. I already said DD Crow. I mean, some people are playing DD Warlet, DD and all that stuff, but if they didn't do something to already banish it, which, I mean, there's a lot of stuff to be able to banish it. It's just late game, be able to get that special summon for a Zen mains can help you, but a lot of times it's not necessary. I mean, in a seed version, I think it is a very good option to have out on the field. It makes your barriers live, so your opponent will always have to worry about barriers because you have the Infernity General out. Then they also have to worry that it's a 27 attack monster without any boosts. So it is a threat, but it's not much more than an attacking monster. The effect is only good late game, and that's only if you haven't already beaten your opponent. Which there's actually a really good OTK to do. It's basically 2 level 3s, or two rank 3s, 1 rank 4, and Infernity Archfiend out on the field. That's basically it. For those of you that want to know, it's 1 Levier, 1 Giga Brilliant, 1 Lava Chain, and Archfiend. Those 4 will make it to where you OTK them. And it is possible to get them out consistently. You just have to have the right graveyard set up. That's the only problem. And that's why windups can do a little bit more, because they use the deck instead of the grave. But Infernity can be a very, very dominant threat. but no thanks to General. General does not increase at all. Only thing General allows you to do is get one straight seed monster out on the field, which I'd rather use Mirage and get two seeds out of that one effect. Because, give me a second, let me find all the cards. Because I got my deck right here, and it's not the isn't a seed version. It's just this, but I have the cards. I mean, it's basically this. Get Mirage out on the field. Have your graveyard set up. Use Mirage's effect. Special summon both of these. Oops, one's upside down. Special summon both of these in defense mode. Use first one's effect. Special summon this. Get search effect for a trap card. Set the trap. Use second effect. Special summon this. Use search effect. Seed. Where you can't do that with General, because you could special summon both of these in a seed because it negates the effect. So there isn't really any point of General. It isn't a good option. Run 2 Mirage. I ran in mine. I'm running 3, but I'm gonna take it down 2 because I draw way too much first turn. I mean, way too much. It's live after turn 2 because by then I already have my graveyard set up. Well, if I started with, it's like this. If I start with, say here, from here's like the best hand you can ever get, and over here's the worst hand you can get. If I start about right here, by turn 2 I'll have my graveyard set up. Now, past week, on the end, I've been having hands that go down here. I can't, it's like you open with nothing, then you draw into nothing, and you lose with nothing, because you can't do anything. Because like, I open up with a whole bunch of traps. Sid's traps. Barrier, Starlight Road, MST, Torrential Tribute. A few of them I can use if my opponent plays into them. But then it's like, oh, I don't know how many times I've drawn all spell and trap with no Starlight Road. Set them all because I have to empty my hand. They go Heavy Storm and go, there goes 5. So it's just, I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, but that's why this video is a little late, because I haven't been able to test General out and give you a full-fledged opinion of mine on it. Because I originally thought General was going to be a very good card that will allow you to play whatever you want, but it's not. If it was a little bit more like Launcher, I would see it, but the fact that it has to be 2 and it has to be 3 or lower really makes it only an attacking monster, or a late game is Zenmighty, I think. Whatever. It's the rank 3 that came out in the 10. You know which one I'm talking about. I always get Zenmighty and Zen Mini mixed up because they're so similar in the name, and I don't really care to know the difference. They're both wind-ups, and you should know which one I'm talking about. But it's just, unless you go in a late game, ring 3, it's not going to be a good advantage for you. Honestly, if I'm not too 100% sure on if we will ever get Archer, Infernity Archer, which by far I have to say, from what I've been playing, is the better of the 2. And a lot of people may disagree with me, saying General's better. I disagree 100% because General gives you a late game and seed, where I've talked to Gafleet 275, I think. I can never remember how to say it. And he's been testing with, and it's like, yeah, he's like, if Archer ever comes out, I'll probably mess around with it. It's like, I've messed around with it. It is a pretty good card because you get into the grip, special summon it, boom, attack them for 2,000 directly, unless they have Mirror Force or Dimensional Fish or whatever, which a good chance that they probably won't, because if they know you're running Infernities, they're probably gonna want to wait to use it on Doom Dragon or try to bait you with Void Ogre. Sorry, my hair's kind of big, but I mean, who knows? Maybe they will. But it's just, I mean, if you run Beetle build, I recommend it, especially if you're over. I don't know if any OCG players watch my stuff, but if you're OCG and you play a Beetle build, run Archer. It can basically be able to attack directly. Plus, it's a Sid, so you can easily go into your 8s. That's just my opinion there. I mean, you basically just want to be able to get it out on the field with Mirage or Launcher. I mean, if you honestly you go Mirage, instead of having to special summon 3 monsters to be able to get out your 8, you can just special summon 2, go for an 8. So there's my little thing about General. It's not as good of a card as I thought it was. I thought it was going to be like an amazing broken card that would save Infernity. Originally, that's what I thought it would be, but then I read the effect and I'm like, it's alright. It could be a very good card. I started playing with it. I hardly ever banished it. I mainly wanted to special summon it onto the field to attack. I mean, especially if I was playing a Dark Worlds, Greffer, or not Greffer. Oh, I can't remember. You know which one I'm talking about. Dark World. Man, it's so similar to Greffer. I can't remember. I'm not gonna try. But it's the same attack of them. They have gates out. I mean, I don't know how many Dark Worlds players I've played. They activate gates, they attack and go. It is plus 300. So was mine. And they're like, oh. Then they go, fuck. Because they're giving my monsters the attack boost. Well, all of them but my dragons. But there's my little thing about General. I mean, General is an amazing attacking card. It's an amazing boss monster. But nothing more. It's nothing more than a boss monster. There's no real advantage of having it besides having a big boss monster out on the field that you didn't have to synchro for. That's really the only thing. And also, it's pretty dead in the hand, but if you if Archer comes out and you actually play it, you can use Staigy's effect to special summon it from your hand. Because it's 2,000 or less, and that is exactly 2,000. You can special summon it, then go wee, wee. So yeah, General, you can't do that because it's 27. There's no really good way of special summoning it besides getting into the grave, either using Necromancer, Launcher, or Mirage. So yeah, that is it for General. I hope you guys maybe test it, see if you had a different opinion about it, but it's just read the whole effect and you'll understand where I'm coming from. So this is Chris on 21.